Welcome to World News Today. Today's story comes from Reuters. Ukraine pounded targets in Russia on Tuesday with dozens of drones and rockets in an attack that inflicted serious damage on a major oil refinery and sought to pierce the land borders of the world's biggest nuclear power with armed proxies. Russia and Ukraine have both used drones to strike critical infrastructure, military installations, and troop concentrations in their more than two-year war, with Kyiv hitting Russian refineries and energy facilities in recent months. Russia said Ukrainian proxies had sought to cross the Russian border in at least 7 attacks that Russian forces had repelled. The Russian-speaking Ukrainian proxies said they had breached the border, a claim denied by Russia. In one of the biggest Ukrainian drone attacks on Russia to date, Moscow said it downed 25 Ukrainian drones over regions including Moscow, Leningrad, Belgorod, Kursk, Bryansk, Tula, and Oryol. Waves of drone attacks continued through the day, the defense ministry said. Russian officials reported attacks on energy facilities, including a fire at Lukoil's Norsy refinery and a drone destroyed on the outskirts of the town of Kyiv, home to Russia's second-largest oil refinery. Gleb Nikitin, governor of the Nizhny Novgorod region, posted a picture of a fire truck beside the Norsy refinery and said emergency services were working to put out a blaze there. A fuel and energy complex facility was attacked by unmanned aerial vehicles, Nikitin said on Telegram. Industry sources told Reuters on condition of anonymity that the main crude distillation unit at Norsy was damaged in the attack, which means that at least half of the refinery's production is halted. Lukoil declined to comment. Norsy refines about 15.8 million tons of Russian crude a year, or 5.8% of total refined crude, according to industry sources. It also refines about 4.9 million tons of gasoline, 11% of Russia's total, 6.4% of diesel fuel, 5.6% of fuel oil, and 7.4% of the country's aviation fuel, according to industry sources. Striking Russian oil facilities is a problem for President Vladimir Putin as he faces off against the West over Ukraine, with domestic gasoline prices sensitive ahead of a March 15th, 17 presidential election. Russia imposed a 6-month ban on gasoline exports on March 1st. Along with Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the US, Russia has vast energy reserves, but has, since oil was discovered in the wilds of Western Siberia in the 1960s, often relied on Western technology to exploit and refine its crude. The Kremlin said the Russian military was doing everything necessary and that what it calls its military operation in Ukraine would continue. Russia says it has destroyed more than 15,000 Ukrainian-launched drones since the start of the war. Thanks for watching this video. The sources can be found in the description below. Subscribe for more daily news from across the world.